From Storm Team 5, I'm meteorologist Chad Raithlisberger with this Sunday evening weather update while we continue winter storm warnings throughout much of the viewing area. That now goes into effect at midnight tonight and runs into the evening hours on Monday. Winter weather advisories for areas generally north of Oconto County and southern Marinette County, right along Highway 8, where we do expect some lesser snowfall totals across far northern Wisconsin and portions of the UP. So here is Futurecast. Clouds continuing to move in right now. That snow will arrive as we head towards midnight. And for your morning commute on Monday, here's 5 o'clock Monday morning. Notice widespread light to at times moderate snow across the area. We will have a gusty east to northeast wind. So not only could we have some lake enhancement a few miles inland from Lake Michigan, but we will also have some blowing and drifting of this light and fluffy snow. And so travel conditions for your Monday morning will not be good across the entire area. Snow continues into the late morning and early afternoon. Here's 2 o'clock Monday afternoon, and still you will notice some of these darker shades of blue indicating some bands of heavier snow potentially coming off of Lake Michigan, which could greatly increase some of our snowfall totals for areas closer to Lake Michigan and south of Green Bay once this all wraps up by Monday evening. Here's 7 o'clock Monday evening. Notice still some snow showers closer to Lake Michigan. We are then looking to dry out further off to the west, and then much of the snow will come to an end by about midnight for everybody into early Tuesday morning. Snowfall totals have increased slightly from earlier this morning, still looking at 3 to 5 inches for areas around Highway 8 into the north, 5 to 8 inches for locations around Antigo back towards Marinette and Wazaki, 8 to 12 for locations generally south of Highway 64, and we could also have some heavier snow totals closer to the area low pressure passing to our south across central Wisconsin into portions of our viewing area as well. I think best chance for that will be south of Highway 10 and also areas closer to the Lake Michigan shoreline where we could have a few bands of lake effect snow that move in that will also add to some of these totals. So again, areas south of Highway 64 looking at a good 8 to potentially as much as 12 inches of this light and fluffy snow, which will be very difficult to measure thanks to these strong winds out of the east and northeast that could gust upwards of 30 to 40 miles an hour, especially closer to the Lake Michigan shoreline. Behind this system then, it becomes very cold. Here are the winds into the overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning as area low pressure passes right along the Wisconsin-Illinois border. We will have these very strong east winds coming off of Lake Michigan. That area low pressure passes across southern Lake Michigan and into the lower portions of Michigan. As it does so, it then switches our winds out of the northeast right down the Bay of Green Bay and continuing off of Lake Michigan until afternoon and evening hours on Monday. So even as that snow wraps up Monday afternoon and evening, we will still have some blowing and drifting snow across the area. So again, the snow starts to move into our area around midnight tonight, wraps up Monday evening. We will have blowing and drifting of that snow with these gusty east and northeast winds, 7 to 12 inches for many areas, but you get closer to Lake Michigan shoreline and south of Highway 10, there could be some heavier amounts as well. And then as we enter the middle portions of this week, here comes another Arctic blast of some of the coldest air we've had over the past several years. Wednesday and into Thursday, we could have wind chills approaching 40 degrees below zero Wednesday morning. But there is some good news. By late in the work week and into the upcoming weekend, the coldest of the air gets pushed off to the north. We get back into a southwest flow, so it just look like temperatures will get back into potentially the 30s by next weekend. Make sure to stay tuned to Local 5 for the latest weather updates.